Hey Marvin, how does Social Security determine if someone is disabled?
Well, so at the third step of their decision-making process, they're looking at whether your condition meets a specific listing of their impairments. Most cases, though, move past that and move to a point in the process where they're determining what your functional capacity is to determine if you can do other work. And they use a system called the grid rules to facilitate that process. So these grid rules were implemented by the administration as a way of facilitating efficiency, but moreover, consistency in the decision-making process, particularly for certain age groups. Essentially, the presumption is that as a person gets older in age, their ability to adjust to other work or to transfer skills from other work begin to decline. So if you're between age 45 and 49, therefore considered a younger individual, and you have an education level that is essentially illiterate, and your past work is either unskilled or you have none, and finally, if your RFC, which stands for residual functional capacity, this is basically the most you can still do despite limiting effects of your impairments or medical conditions. If your residual functional capacity limits you to what's considered sedentary work, then under these combination of factors, a finding of disabled would be appropriate. Now, this age group deals with ages 50 through 54. And I'm going to expand our table just a little bit to reflect the fact that at this age group, there is a little more opportunity for favorability, because at that age group of 50 through 54, which is closely approaching advanced age, if your education is considered limited or less, and your past work has consisted of either skilled or semi-skilled work that is non-transferable, and your residual functional capacity is, just like the younger individual, sedentary, then a combination of factors would also lead to a outcome of disabled. Our next age group is the age group which is called advanced age. Again, I'm going to expand our table a little bit wider because the range of possibility grows a little bit. Advanced age is 55 through age 59. And at that age group, those with a high school grad level plus, and your past work consists of either unskilled work or none, but also, or skilled work or semi-skilled work. But again, that concept of non-transferable. That, in addition to limited to light work, directs a finding of disabled in your favor. There is another niche within the same age group. If your education background is limited or less, if your past work is none or you have no past work, then even if you can do medium level of exertion, then a finding of disabled would be appropriate as well. I'm actually going to shrink our table back again a little bit because our final age group deals with a more narrow part of the population, referred to rather as closely approaching retirement age 60 and above, marginal or illiterate. For that education base, if the work is unskilled or none, and your RFC, if that is limited to medium, then that set of factors will direct a finding of disability under the grid rules. If the education is limited to limited or less, and no past work at all, then you can also be found disabled if your RFC or residual functional capacity is limited to medium.